Welcome back to Kat's Kitchen. My name is Kat, and today I'm going to show you 5 different recipes you can make using the Nespresso Peppermint Pinwheel Pod. If you haven't tried this pod yet, it's delicious and honestly so fun for the holidays. So let's run through 5 different recipes you can make using this pod so you can elevate your holiday coffee, whether it's your morning coffee, your afternoon coffee, or you're celebrating with others this holiday season. Let's jump into recipe number 1. All right, recipe number 1, we're making an Andes mint hot coffee. So the ingredients you'll need are Andes mints. They look like this. They're little chocolates with a mint flavored center. I love them. Dark chocolate sauce. I love the one by Torani. You could also do a homemade version. Of course, the peppermint pinwheel pod, some whipped cream, and heavy whipping cream or half and half. So first thing is to add an Andes mint to your cup, and then you can brew the peppermint pinwheel pod right over the top of the chocolate if you'd like. This is very hot as is, so you can just plop it in there if you want and give it a good mix until it starts to dissolve. I can already feel it melting in the coffee. All right, stir until the chocolate is completely dissolved. And then I like to do a little splash of half and half or heavy cream in my brewed coffee. Add as much or as little as you like. I go based on color, and this is a pretty good coffee color for me. Take your whipped cream, just add some over top. Generous amount, so beautiful. And then I'm going in with a drizzle of dark chocolate sauce all over the top. Beautiful. And then optional garnish with another Andes mint, just for a little additional pizzazz. And there you go, an Andes mint hot coffee. Looks delicious. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous, girl, beautiful. Fabulous, holy bucket. Delicious, holy buckets. I love the peppermintiness that the Andes mint brings. Complements the peppermint pinwheel coffee pod very, very well. And then it's just a perfect pairing with chocolate sauce and just the chocolate from the candy. Definitely give this a try for your morning coffee or afternoon coffee treat, or if you are hosting people over this holiday season, this is a winner for sure. You have to try it. That one's delish. Let's move on to recipe number 2. Recipe number 2 is a peppermint bark hot coffee. So you will need the Torani peppermint bark sauce. If you haven't tried this one, it is delicious. It's like pepperminty white mocha vibes. Very, very, very good. You can get it off of Amazon. I've also seen it at a warehouse store called US Foods Chef Store. Then you need a peppermint pinwheel pod, which I have brewed already, some crushed candy canes, and then 1.5 to 2 ounces of steamed milk. I steam the milk using my Ninja Luxe Cafe machine, but you could also use a steam wand on an espresso machine. You could add the milk to an Aerochino or a Keurig milk frother, like an electric milk frother, and use the hot setting to froth the milk and make it nice and warm. That's all you need for this recipe. Super easy to throw together again. I have my peppermint pinwheel pod, and I'm gonna add 1 to 2 pumps of the Torani peppermint bark sauce. Add as much or as little as you like, and then give that a mix so that way the sauce completely dissolves into the coffee. Then just add in your steamed milk and top with some crushed candy cane. I just put the candy cane in a Ziploc baggie, crush it up, and voila. Peppermint bark coffee. Simple but delish. Give it a taste. This sauce is a winner. I will link it below in the description. Very, very, very good. Perfect pepperminty, sweet white mocha flavor. That is delightful. Wow, wow, wowee. And again, so simple. We love that. All right, this is recipe number 2. Let's jump into recipe number 3. All right, recipe number 3 is a peppermint iced coffee with salted eggnog cold foam. I have been obsessed with salted eggnog cold foam lately. It is just, it's top tier, okay? So, so, so good. Ingredients you'll need: peppermint pinwheel Nespresso pod. You'll need some ice because we're doing an iced coffee version. For a hot version, just Don't add any ice. I have some heavy cream here. You can do heavy cream or half and half, some flaky sea salt, and some eggnog. I brewed my peppermint pinwheel pod already. And then I like to cool the coffee down a little bit with heavy cream or half and half or milk, whatever kind of milk or creamer you like. Cool it down as much as possible before adding an ice. For an espresso, you want to add a good amount of ice to really cool down that drink, and then give it a stir until the entire cup is cold to the touch. And for this one, you just want to leave a little bit of room on top since we are going to add some cold foam to it. We want to add a lot of ice so that way all of it doesn't melt. And take a wee sip to give me a little bit more room for the cold foam. Already so delicious. I love the peppermint pinwheel pod. I don't know if I've mentioned that. So good. Put her aside. And in a separate cup, I have some eggnog, and I'm just going to add a little pinch of flaky sea salt. Use whatever salt you like. I like flaky sea salt. I love the flavor of it. And then using a handheld milk frother, froth that up till it's nice and thick. Should take 15 to 20 seconds. Eggnog has a pretty high fat content, so it'll get pretty thick. If it's not getting thick enough for your liking, you might just need a better handheld milk frother. I will link this one in the description below. It's my absolute fave, and it gets any cold foam nice and thick. Take one more sip so we have a little more room. Cold foam is nice and thick. Love the salted eggnog cold foam. And pour the cold foam over the top of your iced coffee. And ta-da! Peppermint iced coffee with salted eggnog cold foam. Try to get a sip of the cold foam and the iced coffee. Those two together, delightful. Oh, delightful. Peppermint eggnog, match made in heaven, let me tell ya. I also love it with gingerbread syrup. All right, that is recipe number 3. Let's move on to recipe number 4. Recipe number 4 is a fun one. This is a peppermint Mexican hot chocolate coffee. So ingredients you'll need: the peppermint pinwheel Nespresso pod, the abuelita coffee mate creamer. I found this at the grocery store. It's called Chocolate Caliente Mexicano, or Mexican hot chocolate creamer. It is very good. It is very sweet, but it tastes exactly like abuelita hot chocolate, which is super fun. A little bit of whipped cream, and then I do have the abuelita hot chocolate, like actual bars. Then I'm just gonna shave a little bit of the chocolate over top. It's gonna be delish. So, super easy again. Just brew your peppermint pinwheel pod, and then we'll add a little bit of the Mexican hot chocolate creamer. I do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons. Add as much or as little as your heart desires. Mix just to make sure it's well combined. Let's give this a quick taste. So good. If you love the abuelita hot chocolate, you will love that. Then a little bit of whipped cream over top. And then just get a chunk of the abuelita hot chocolate, and then a cheese grater or lemon zest grater, and just grate a little bit over top. Again, as much or as little as your heart desires. And we have a peppermint Mexican hot chocolate coffee. So beautiful. Has the perfect cinnamon Mexican hot chocolate vibe, but also sweet and pepperminty. That's a fun one. I like that one a lot. All right, 5th and final recipe. Let's go. All right, the 5th and final recipe is a peppermint mocha hot coffee. So you'll need the peppermint pinwheel Nespresso pod. You'll need some chocolate curls or chocolate shavings, crushed peppermint candy, and the International Delight Peppermint Mocha Cold Foam Creamer. You can find this at the grocery store in the creamer, whipped cream, dairy aisle. I have my peppermint pinwheel pod brewed already, and then simply add the International Delight Peppermint Mocha Cold Foam Creamer on top. This is like a creamer and a cold foam in one, so it kind of looks a bit like whipped cream at first, but it will seep into the drink to give it flavor and creaminess, just like a regular creamer. Can I get this lid back on? Nope, guess not. Fine. And then just top it with a little bit of crushed candy cane for some extra flavor, and then some dark chocolate curls. I just got these from Walmart. You can order them online. Yum, delicious, fabulous hot coffee. This is a hot coffee or an iced coffee glass. You can also do an iced coffee version of this by adding ice before the cold foam creamer. And you can see how the cold foam is like staying up on top, but slowly dripping into the drink. I really, really, really like the flavor of this cold foam creamer. It complements the peppermint pinwheel pod so well. So I very much recommend giving this a try if you see it in the grocery store. And I hope this video helped give you some inspiration for ways to use your peppermint pinwheel Nespresso pods. I am very, very impressed with these. I think they have a delicious peppermint flavor. If you haven't seen my Nespresso holiday flavors taste test video, I did a Nespresso holiday pods taste test review video. I will link that in the description. I tried out all of the holiday flavors, ranked them from fave to least fave, so you know which ones to purchase or not purchase. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some inspiration for ways to use your Nespresso Peppermint Pinwheel Pods. And I hope it also gave you just some really simple ideas for how to elevate your at-home coffee without some crazy expensive ingredients or different processes. Let me know in the comments if you try out any of the 5 recipes we made today, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and if you have a personal favorite recipe concoction or combo using the Nespresso Peppermint Pinwheel Pod, let me know in the comments so I can give that one a try as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah. Gotta blast. Gotta blast. Gotta blast. We're playing with fire here.